Welcome to day one of the 6-day 6 sensory challenge. So here we are. My apologies that it took me a bit longer to get started today. So here we are. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. And let's bring some Akashic magic and energy to your day. So throughout the 6-day challenge, the idea is that we're going to explore opening to receive intuitive information, not only through seeing images and hearing messages, as many people understand that's how we focus on those types of ways of receiving information. Lovely to see you here, Rachel. So we're also going to work with all of the senses to receive intuitive information. And in that way, the more that we open all of our senses to access intuitive information, the more that we open all of our senses to receive intuitive information, it's like the message really fills out and it becomes more textured and rich, because often people, when we're just aiming to receive audio messages especially, or access information, we can wonder, is that right? Is that true? Things like that. But when you feel information with all of your body, when you smell it, you know it with your whole being. So when you're receiving information in all of those ways, it becomes a more felt and congruent and really known with all of your body message. So just reading what's okay, so Facebook's giving me a little message, so I'm just reading that. Yes, so speaking of messages, so so that's what we're going to play with, is really opening all of your senses to receiving the information today. So in that way too, people who may be struggling with, or feeling challenged with opening and receiving messages visually or auditorily, everyone is receiving messages through their senses, because the messages are actually, information is coming to us as light, as vibration, as energy, and we're translating it with our senses into visual images, into messages, and into receiving that as auditory messages, visual messages, sensory messages. So we're translating the energy, the light, the vibration through our senses we're interpreting it through our senses as a message, we're interpreting the information so as we can understand it. But the point is that we're all receiving that information in some way. So when we use all of our senses, we realize that we're receiving the information, because we can all just feel and sense something. Is it a change in temperature? Does it feel like, when you're receiving that message, what's the feel of it? Is there a color? Is there a sort of feeling that gives you? Does it make you feel joyful or sad or inspired, excited? So we're really feeling more into the texture and subtleties of the message this week, to encourage everyone to access intuitive information in a more sensory, full, rich way that fills out everyone's messages, but also to, encourage people that we're all receiving that information all the time. Okay, so we're going to start today with receiving information in one of my favorite ways, which is feeling and sensing. So this for people, we all have our strengths, our extrasensory strengths. So some people are more clear. This is clairsentient, when you feel and sense the energy and the feelings, and you feel and sense the message. So this is the clairsentient. So we all have we all have access to all of these gifts, but we tend to have natural strengths. So clairsentient is certainly one of my strengths. So that's why I love working in a really sensory way. So I'm going to guide you through a experience. I open to the Akashic records in a way that is different to a lot of people. It also makes it a much more energetic and felt experience. So we don't have to, though, you know, I can and I do teach through guided experiences where we journey to the hall of the Akashic records. Yes, that's amazing, that experience of that being in that energy and that dimension of the Akashic records in that way is a really beautiful experience. I do incorporate that in my work. And yet in working with clients, how I work is to, and also receiving my messages myself, is to realize that actually the Akashic records are not, they're both at another dimension, but also they're in a sense overlaid over this, that dimension is in a sense overlaid or interpenetrating with this dimension. So we can actually not go anywhere. We can actually just access that level and that information right here, right now, in this present moment and space by intending that, by raising our vibration and opening to that. So that is, I'm going to guide you through that in the way that I work with the Akashic records. And then we're going to work with receiving. I think it's important working in the Akashic records to set a clear intention. So the Akashic records are like opening to, you know, a cosmic internet. So, you know, like when you go on the internet, you want to enter something in the search bar so you know what you're looking for. So the intention to access information, to receive a message that assists you with the next step of your purpose, assists you to understand something about your purpose that will be of help to you. So I really like working with the purpose. It's so important to get clear about our purpose, and it's essential, it's key. So welcome. So that's what I'd like to focus on today, just receiving a message about your purpose, something you need to, that will help you, that will assist you, and something actually that's actionable. So from that feeling and sensing information, we'll be exploring what's something that you can do today that expresses more of that, that expresses that message and that energy. Because the thing is, with intuitive information, especially working with the Akashic records, but really any intuitive information, if we don't do something with it, nothing changes. So it's about accessing that information, receiving it, and then doing something with that, actually taking an action in the 3D to bring that through. That's how the next level, so we're receiving guidance all the time to assist us to, you know, move forward, to evolve. And yet, if we just stay with that information, if we just like bathe in that energy of that information and don't do anything with it, we can find that we're not really moving forward and our life's not changing and in the ways that it can if we bring that information down into the 3D. And bringing message and information into the 3D often requires consistent action, not just doing something once, but doing it like every day and doing it for a period of time to bring that change into the physical. So that's something a lot of people don't understand. The next step of just like being in the feeling and the energy is to bring it through in an action. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Welcome. Thank you all for turning up, showing up to day one. So lovely to share this with you all. So if you're driving, as I always say, if you're driving or in a place that's not suitable to experience this, deep sort of consciousness altering experience, please do it later, because this isn't suitable to do when you're driving or, in a place that's not an appropriate place to really open up in a safe, good way. So the video will be in the group for you if that's not going to work for you to do that now. Okay, so if you're still here, I'm assuming that you're in a place where you can go deeper into this experience and receive a message today. So however that shows up for you, and whatever we do receive, however that comes, is actually really, really perfect. It's not a competition. The way one person receives information isn't better than another person. We're just where we are, receiving exactly what we need to receive right now. So that's perfect for us. So taking a deep breath, start with breathing, helps to relax and just drop down in the consciousness. So we'll take taking in a nice deep breath down into the belly, letting the breath all the way out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Imagine sending a grounding cord down into the earth, right down to the center of the earth, and wrapping that around a crystal. You can imagine the crystal however you like. At the core of the earth there's a crystal. And you can just imagine wrapping that grounding cord around that crystal. And feeling that really grounding you and connecting you deep into the earth. Because many of us are not as grounded as we could be. We're a little bit disconnected from the earth often. So because we live in houses, we drive around in cars and, work in air-conditioned buildings often and things like that. So we want to ground. Because working with the Akashic Records is coming back into that connection with yourself, with all of life, with the divine. It's all about the connection and interconnection. So just setting an intention to release anything from the field that's no longer serving you, any old energies, anything you no longer need, just releasing that down to the grounding cord and into the earth. Really relaxing, and grounding is key to receiving information and opening up. I'm actually going to work with one of my favorite metaphors, which is a tree. So, because I love nature. So, imagine that you have roots. You might like to imagine your favorite tree, that you're like sitting with your back against one of your favorite tree, or just sitting next to the tree or close to the tree, appreciating the tree, grateful for the beautiful presence of the tree. And then imagine you too have roots going right down deep into the earth. Imagine you can send those roots down. It's as if the tree is just teaching you how to be really grounded and rooted into the earth, how to receive that nourishment from the earth, how to connect through the earth with all of the community of life, other trees and plants and insect life, and the earth herself is a living being. And as you send down those roots, you come into connection with the planet, with all of life, because everything's connected. And there's a sense of support in that, like just plugging into a natural support system and being held and nourished by that, in that flow where you're giving and receiving. Just feeling yourself grounding, like your roots are just going deep down and they're being firmly held by the earth and rich, fertile soil. And you feel your roots are just going down so they just feel really held and firm and strong, and you're feeling just really grounded and supported. Relaxing into this feeling of being really grounded and supported. And you might feel the texture of the earth that might feel cool and slightly moist under the earth. There's lots of water actually under the earth. Deep in the earth there's water, streams of water, channels and pockets of water, and minerals and nourishment. Letting the breath be open and natural. Feeling that sense of support from the tree. And from that place, just coming into your heart. I like to imagine like pink rose quartz just washing through your heart. Just coming into your heart space and connecting there. That sense of just opening your heart. You know, just your heart being washed through with that rose quartz light. Just pink wash through the heart. From that place, feeling, sensing, bringing through your connection with Divine Creator, Divine Source, however you understand that. I'd like to imagine that as a stream of white light coming down through the crown, right down through the center of the body, into the earth. Just bringing you into alignment, like right through that central channel, bringing you into alignment. I'm going to imagine bringing down liquid gold, like liquid gold rain. Imagine this coming down from Source, Divine Creator, Divine Source, however you understand that. Bringing this liquid gold rain down, letting that cleanse that channel. Often this is where intuitive information is getting blocked. This channel is just blocked, a bit blocked, and so we're just going to cleanse that channel now, that cord, bringing down, cleansing, also shielding and protection for this channel, this cord that connects you with Divine Source, Divine Creator. Anything that's not aligned with the highest divine energy, just being cleansed, and with divine love, light and truth, be cleansed from that cord. Just doing some cleansing and clearing for the group. You might feel some things release and just feeling clearer and lighter. This is a big thing that blocks receiving intuitive information. Just that cord needs cleansing. Connection needs cleansing. I think there's quite a bit of work needed there for some of the people on here today, and that's okay. You can always listen to this again. So we're just going to continue on, letting that cleansing continue through this call, through this video, bring the liquid gold down through the field, just cleansing and releasing anything. Bring it down, right, all around the crown, all around the body and the field. Bring it down into the brain next. Bring this liquid gold down the brain. So it's just cleansing anything there, any old programming, anything, any programming that's interfering with your anything that's not aligned with your original divine blueprint as you were created, the blueprint for your brain. Just letting that be released and cleansed now. Again, a lot here, a lot of energy here that needs cleansing and releasing. Bring that liquid gold down through the third eye. Again, you might feel some stuff cleansing and releasing. Just bringing through the third eye again. Another place, there's often a lot of blocks there. This can be past life blocks too, where we've chosen to shut down our intuition for safety reasons, often for survival. Bring that liquid gold down through the third eye. Just cleansing and releasing anything you're ready to let go of today. Any agreements not to use your gifts. Any choices you've been making. Any choices you've made. The energy of any choices and patterns not to use your gifts that you're ready to let go of today, knowing it is safe. It is safe to open up to your gifts. Your gifts guide you and assist you. Bring the liquid gold right down through and around the field. Perhaps you're noticing a difference, just feeling lighter and clearer. Bring the liquid gold down, right through the head, down, cleansing the shoulders. Often a lot of stuff attaches on the shoulders, and through the throat, cleansing communication. Because intuitive information is coming through as communication, and another place that can get blocked off around speaking your truth, around being who you are. Yeah, this can happen that people, it's just one of the Facebook things that people can find it hard to stay on the video. So that's why it'll be up in the group. So don't worry if there's trouble connecting, the video will be up in the group. That's just something that happens as part of the Facebook thing. Bring down that liquid gold through the throat, feeling a lot of cleansing happening there too. Releasing any agreements you're ready to release about not speaking your truth, not being who you are, that have interfered with receiving intuitive messages, receiving, opening up your intuition. Wherever you've shut down, that you're ready to release and let go of today. Really feeling a lot of cleansing happening in the throat. I'm seeing a lot of bright colors now. Really seeing reds and blues and purples. I'm seeing all the colors just coming in here now, like a rainbow of colors coming in to cleanse, working in the throat, in that self-expression, like opening up to your true colors. That's the message. Opening up to your true colors, to your vibrancy, to your fullness. Some of the blocks and energies letting go from the throat. That's right. Continuing to bring that liquid gold, and if you've just joined us, that's fine. We're bringing liquid gold, like liquid gold rain, right down from Divine Source, Divine Creator, right down through the field, down that cord that connects us with Divine Creator, Divine Source, and down through the crown, all around, through the third eye, the head, shoulders, throat. We're up to cleansing the throat. Bring that down, cleansing the heart. Or big clearing, cleansing happen all around the field. Bring that down through the arms. I'm very highly sensitive and empathic. I tend to feel the energy to some degree of everyone on the call. So we're just doing, and I'm just holding space for you all to be in this space and receive any healing, cleansing you're needing today to assist you and support you to receive intuitive information. The message about your purpose is what we're focusing on today. So bring that liquid gold. If you've just joined, imagine bringing that liquid gold right down through, right down from Divine Creator Source, right down that cord, that channel of connection, right down through the crown, cleansing, releasing anything through this, behind the third eye, the throat, down through the field, down through the whole heart and chest area, just cleansing and releasing down through the arms, all around the field, and then keeping coming down the back, the upper back, middle and lower back, feeling that liquid gold just cleansing, releasing, and bringing in a protective shielding as well, protective energy, divine energy. Bringing that liquid gold down through the solar plexus. There's often a lot of stuff there too that needs cleansing. So we're just going to start that process today. Bring that liquid gold down through the solar plexus. Bring that liquid gold down through the solar plexus, through the abdomen. Down through the hips. Beautiful feeling. There's often a lot of, there's still cleansing through the solar plexus. There's a lot there. Really letting that liquid gold just go right there in the solar plexus and clear out any programming, any energies that are not aligned with your divine blueprint, anything that's not aligned with your original divine blueprint, just letting that be cleansed and released now down into Mother Earth to be repurposed. Deep cleansing can happen in a moment through our intention. Whatever you're ready to let go of, we can cleanse and release today. Bringing that liquid gold down through the whole hip area, the base chakra, the whole base chakra area, letting that liquid gold come down and just nourish, bringing nourishment and support, cleansing, releasing to that whole area. There's often a lot of fear and old patterns and stories and cellular memories in the base chakra that interfere with it feeling really safe to open into your gifts. So just letting that go now, letting go of any old stories, old patterns and choices and agreements about it not being safe to open to your gifts. It is really safe to receive intuitive guidance to assist you in your life and path and purpose. That's right. And that liquid gold right down through the legs, through the base, right down into the earth, down through the feet. Feeling way lighter. Really bring that liquid gold down through the whole field now. If you've just joined, bring that liquid gold down from Divine Creator, Divine Source, down through that cord that connects you with Divine Creator, Divine Source, cleansing that cord, bringing the liquid gold down through the head and brain, through the third eye, down through the head, throat, shoulders, heart, down through the solar plexus area, right down the back, upper, middle, lower back, down through the solar plexus, just cleansing, releasing anything there, down through the lower abdomen, through the hips, and down through the base chakra, down through the legs and feet, down into the earth. Just setting intention for that cleansing to continue. Bring that liquid gold right down through the field, especially down the back. I'm feeling stuff attached to the back, so bring that down through the field, right down, just cleansing, releasing. I'm going to get ready to open fully into the Akashic energies. I'm going to say a prayer first. I often work with prayer and mantra that raises the vibration. I work with prayer and mantra from all traditions, not just one tradition. The ancient languages are very powerful, sacred sounds that assist to raise the vibration. Anabakoy Gidjalat Huminkata Tizura Kabelrinat Lamcha Sagvenu Tarnu Nora Nagibo Doshe Lukadek Kavat Shamrem Bashem Taharem Rakame Zikatek Timid Kamlencha Sinkadosh Baroftuf Kanahel Adatek Yeshid Gelam Chapane Zakre Kadushatek Shabatanu Kabelushma Zakatanu Yade Talamont Baruch Shem Kabod Makuto Lomvoed. Also guided to say the Kadosh mantra, which creates a protective field, which brings down a sense of being in sacred, holy space. So you can have an experience of this, how these mantras raise the vibration and just create a sense of protection. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Zebioth. 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 Just feel how the energy changes with that vibration. Welcome. If you've just joined us, we've just been cleansing our field with liquid gold, rain, coming down from Divine Creator, Divine Source. You might like to imagine bringing that right down through the energy, through the field. Imagine that liquid gold rain just cleansing your field and just stepping into this energy now, getting ready to open into the Akashic records. You might like to imagine as if we're all just sitting in a circle and you've just stepped into the energy and are just attuning to that vibration and energy. All the work we've done, you're now part of that vibration and energy, also ready to open into the energy of the Akasha. Calling the Akashic Lords, Masters, Teachers, Guardians and Guides to assist us today as we open into the love, light and wisdom of the Akasha that's all around us, interpenetrating with the physical and non-physical reality, letting the doors of awareness open to receive the love, light and wisdom of the Akasha. Calling in my personal team of guides, guardians, teachers and angels. You may like to call in your personal team of guides, guardians, teachers and angels who are 100% aligned with divine love, light and truth only here now to assist you. Calling down the temps of love, light and wisdom to surround us in the sacred energy of the Akasha. Just feeling that energy coming down around you, holding in that sacred energy of the Akasha. You might notice the energy already coming down around you. You might notice light. You might notice a sensation. You might feel a presence of one of your guides or a master or teacher or one of the angels. Or some other higher being who assists you. Oh yeah. The way that I work with the Akashic record, we open the records for a particular intention, because the Akashic records are like a huge energetic cosmic library. We want to open for a particular intention. So opening for the intention today to receive a message. And we're going to, it's a 6 days, 6 sensory. We're working with the feeling, sensing today. Receiving a message through, and you may receive information in other ways too. We're just focusing on feeling and sensing. So you might like to open to that first, and then whatever information comes in other ways too, of course, because we're not blocking that. We're just focusing on feeling and sensing. So, and allowing whatever else wants to come as well, however else the information wants to come through for you. So, opening the record to receive a message today about your purpose, receiving a message about your purpose. That is exactly what you need to hear today, that will assist you in moving forward. Just some piece of that information that will really assist you today. We're just opening that records for this group experience, for the Evolve and Heal with the Akashic Records community, for whenever you're listening to this today or at any other time. And still continue to clear any energies that might interfere with accessing this information. Letting go of expectations. Of how you expect or want the information to show up. Because understanding that all information is energetic, it is light, it is vibration, it is energy, that's all. And we translate it through our senses. So what's showing up for you now as information, the message about your purpose? Receiving that information, you might sense a presence there that is one of your guides or angels or masters or teachers. Only a guide, master, teacher or archangel who is 100% aligned with divine love, light and truth is the intention today. And feeling that alignment, when we are in this alignment, in this vibration, the message you receive is exactly aligned on what you need to hear to assist you, your next step. Notice how, so receiving information through the senses is feeling and sensing that. So how are you feeling and sensing that? Is there a color? Well, color's visual, so funny. How are you feeling and sensing that? In your body? Is there a temperature change? Does it feel cool or warm or some sort of textural feeling, like smooth or velvety or even watery or soft? What's the feeling and sense of this information first? Light, or does it have a light quality to it, or like a dancing, flowing energy? Or what's the feel and sense of the energy for you, of this information, of this message that's coming through? How are you feeling and sensing that in your body? Just noticing that. Noticing if it has a texture. What's the texture? What does that remind you of? Is the texture like smooth or thick or watery or soft or like feathers or like is it like more ethereal feel or like a light sense of just light shining on you? Or what is the sense and feeling we receive? You've just joined where, just imagine you're just in a circle, we're all in a circle, just sitting around, and you're just stepping into that circle and attuning to the energy. All the preparation we've done and the alignment and the attunement, you can attune to that in this moment. And we're opening to receive a message about your purpose through the sense of feeling and sensing first. Are you feeling this in a particular place in your body? Are you feeling this more in the legs, in the feet, or in the belly, in the heart, in the throat, in the third eye, in the crown? Where are you feeling and sensing that message? And what does that mean for you? You're feeling a message in your heart. What does that mean? What's the feeling of that? as first of all as a sensory thing. What's the feeling of that message? The quality of that feeling of that message? Is it light or bright or full or warm or comforting, or what's the sensory feeling of that? Supportive, like being held or being, or just like a bright light, feeling like being in a bright light coming through you. What is the feeling and sense, in a bodily sense, of this message and energy? Because all messages are energy, are vibration, are light. So where you're feeling in your body gives you a real clue of around the message. Yeah, tingling. It's a sensation. Is there a tingling? Is there a, even some people can get a burning, like a fire, like, or is it like a waking up feeling, or just a gentle warmth, or a flow of energy? Or like a higher vibration energy moving through you, or does it have a bit of a charge to it? And notice the feeling of the message, the emotional feeling, like, is it peaceful or joyful or happy, just a deep gratitude, or even there can be a sadness, like a soul level sadness comes through sometimes when people have been ignoring the message and their purpose. There's almost a sadness and even joy at the same time. So what's the feeling of this message? It's like you're really getting this message in all of your body and knowing it and feeling it, embodying this message. So the information that your guides and team and the universe is wanting to give you about your purpose is now in your body. It's downloaded into your body. It's changing your body at a cellular level. So as the message is actually in your cells and in your body. So actually changing the vibration of the body. So as you are now actually more fully embodying your purpose in your body, in your cells, in every organ, every tissue, every particle, every atomic and subatomic particle and molecule in your body, in your field, in your energy, is now downloading and embodying this message about your purpose. So as this continues to unfold and reveal to you over time, because it's in your body and energy, it's known, it's deeply known and felt. There's truth in the body. You can trust the body. It's the truth. What we know and feel, we know that. Beautiful. I'm just giving a moment for that to really integrate into your body. Because more fully living your purpose is a new embodiment. It's embodying this energy. Okay, and then just noticing how else the information is coming through. Just noticing what else is there, because we want to be, while we're focusing on feeling and sensing, the information may also be showing up in other ways. So just taking a moment to notice that now. however else that's showing up. Perhaps as light, color, sound, images, whatever else is there. Do you feel a shift in your body? How does it feel different to really be embodying your purpose? Your purpose for your purpose to be more embodied. It's not just an idea in your head. It's not just a thought. It's embodied. Now, to bring that through, we focused on feelings, on a felt sense of your purpose. What is something that you can do, preferably today, to express this feeling? Something you can do that has this feeling that you have right now in your body. Don't try and figure it out. It's not a left brain thing. It doesn't have to make sense to you. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this will help me to do what, you know, it's not like that. It's a simple thing that you can do that has this energy. It might be have a bath. It might be go for a walk. It might be do a painting. Or it doesn't have to make sense. You don't have to figure out how that fits into your purpose. It's not like that. Let your body... So it's listening to your body, what your body, from this sense of embodying your purpose, what's something that you can do that supports that and expresses that, that is a continuation and expression of this energy. It's simple. It's not something you have to figure out. It might be sitting outside in the sun. It might be writing. It might be going to a particular place that has this energy and feeling, walking by the sea, you know, or going to a favorite place, a cafe or a favorite place that you like to visit. It might be being with a particular person, calling them up or seeing them. Okay, so that felt really deep for me. It felt, you know, when you embody something, it's so deep and it continues. It's like you've energetically changed from when you came on the call. There's an energy shift and change has happened, and you can continue that by, you know, by listening and taking action. By expressing that energy into your life and world in some way. It might be by relaxing, you know, it might be a being thing. It might be being that feeling, being love or being joy or being peace. Being, expressing being more empowered. Our purpose can have a lot to do with being, not just doing. Being joy, being love. Being beauty, being empowerment, being light, being truth. Bringing that energy to the world through being that. So everyone and everything you interact with has an experience of that energy that you're emanating, that quality. Beautiful. So we're going to wind up now and come back. Giving thanks to the guides, guardians, teachers, to all the members of our spiritual team, all those who have shown up today to assist and support us, to the beautiful tree that we connected with in the beginning, to all those who have joined today, who have come and chosen to be here in the community to share in this experience. Thank you. Breathing back into existence, the door between worlds. Just closing and sealing the Akashic records. Bringing that energy back up, bringing it together. Closing any doorways, portalways that we've opened. Just closing and sealing those now. Done. Making sure that we had quite a deep experience, so making sure you're grounded before you drive a car or, go outside. Just making sure you're really fully grounded and back in your body. So, yeah, just feeling your feet on the floor, feeling yourself really solid. It was a very grounding experience, I think. So I imagine people do actually feel quite grounded, but we just have been in an altered state of consciousness quite deeply. So just making sure you're fully back. You might like to have a cup of tea or sit outside. Just making sure, giving yourself a moment. You might like to write down about your experience. So yeah, just giving yourself time if you can before you rush into the next thing. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you'd like to share anything about your experience, that's always welcome, now or in the group. Thank you so much for joining today, and we'll be coming together again tomorrow for day 2. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So beautiful. I love coming together in the community and sharing these experiences. I can just, it feels very blessed to welcome, just feel everyone's energy. It's like we all come together and contribute our energy with the shared intention. It's very powerful. I think the information we receive is just, a much higher vibration than we would receive just accessing information by ourselves. We're coming together in a beautiful way. Just feels really blessed. Thank you for being part of that and joining me. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are, and blessings to you.